Hello, I'm doing this video so you can see who I am, and I will tell you a little bit about myself and my experience with trusted house sitters. So to start off with, I was looking for someone to look after my dog in Australia. I had a 14-year-old pug who was very attached to me, and I really felt like he should stay in his own home. And I put an ad on Trusted House Sitters, and it was amazing. And I was wanting to go to Europe, but being Australian, I wasn't sure how that would go with applying for a job in Europe. So I started applying in 2019, and I started in Portugal. I got my first job in Portugal on Trusted House Sitters. I did a lot of house sitting in Australia for friends and family before that, and then I went, so that was 2 dogs and a stray dog in Portugal. It was really good. I loved it. It was 2 weeks. Then I went on to Spain, not for a house sit. I had a couple of days break, and then I went to Austria, and I went on to Germany, where I looked after a beautiful cat, 2 beautiful cats actually, sorry. I went up to Berlin and I came back to Austria. I did most of this on buses, a few flights. I did stop in at Prague as well, which was amazing. And then I went back to Austria and looked after the little Tibetan Spaniel. He was only 8 weeks old, and he was absolutely gorgeous. It was really a special house sit I'll never forget. Then I went to Switzerland, and I went for a boat ride over from Geneva to France, just for a day trip. And then I came back to Switzerland. I did another house sit in Switzerland, and then it was when COVID hit. So I had 3 more jobs, 1 in Kosovo, 1 in Amsterdam, 2 in Amsterdam. So I missed out on those last 3 jobs because I had to fly home. And then my dog was getting really old, and there was COVID and things were not so great. So then I had to get my little pug put down. He was nearly 16, and he'd been by my side all my life, all his life. Anyway, so then I decided I want to go back to Europe and I want to see more of the Mediterranean. I flew back to Crete Island and I did a long house sit there for nearly 3 weeks. Then I went to France for a house sit. I came back to Crete Island. She wanted to go away again, so I was free and I went back to Crete Island. Then I went to Spain, into the country, looked after 2 dogs there. The house sit on Crete Island was 3 dogs, 1 needed to be walked separately, 2 horses that were 25 and 28 that were both on supplements and medication. It was really quite a hard job, and about 9 cats. So that was another interesting job, but I loved it. I love the dogs. And the cats were a bit not feral, but they were all rescue cats, and they pretty much did their own thing, and I just had to feed them. And then and now I'm on Mallorca Island, which is absolutely gorgeous, looking after 2 dogs. And I went to Croatia. Sorry, I went to Croatia, and I looked after a dog, a Shih Tzu at the first sit, and then 3 cats at the second sit on Hvar Island. That was amazing. I've nearly done my 90 days in the Schengen, and I am heading to India. So I finish up here today, and I'm going to Ibiza for a 3-day break, and then I'm flying from Ibiza to the far south of India to look after guinea pigs, goats, dogs, and I think there's a cat. Yes, and it's a yoga retreat. So it's going to be another interesting job, but I really love doing this. I really love animals, and I find this a really good way for me to express my love towards animals, and traveling at the same time is a great thing for me. In Australia, I have my own property where I brought my children up, that is now rented out to European students, and then I have an Airbnb, which is my old property, and that's doing really well. And I also have a unit that's an Airbnb, but at the moment I've got a permanent tenant in there. So when I go back home to Australia, I might not go back to South Australia. I think I'm going to do some house sitting in Queensland. So that will be nice. I love gardening. I like keeping fit. I love cooking. This is one of the reasons I actually really like to combine house sitting with my traveling, is because I like cooking and making salads for myself, and it's just really a lot easier to be in a kitchen where you can prepare your own meals and be around the pets. I don't go out at night. I just love the animals, so I always am putting the animals first. So you can rely on me for that, and I won't leave your dogs or cats or any of your pets alone for a long time. I'm not really into shopping, except for food shopping. I come specifically to look after your pets. It's not anything I'm looking for free accommodation or anything like that. I love looking after animals, and I miss my little dog so much, and I'm not going to get another pet for quite some time. I'm going to keep house sitting. So that's me, and I hope you like my video. Thank you. Bye bye.